It's your boy Young Fly, and you're now listening to NAN Sports Talk Radio. Yeah. Last play of the game. Leave it all out on the line. Win or go home. I'm a veteran. When they bury me, they gonna bury me a champion. When it's all said and done, it's gonna be evident that I play the game the right way. Another level win. They gon' label me a legend in this game, a champion. Nobody do it better, I'm a champion. No matter what the weather, I'm a champion. Been waiting all my life for this moment, I'm a champion.
Favorite Patrick Mahomes moment? Probably when he comes in the huddle and he sounds like a frog. That's probably my favorite moment. I crack up every time, just like it's the first time. You want to hear it?
Do it right.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog sounds just like that. I can't do that no more because he ain't gonna throw me the ball no more.
So what you just heard was audio of Tyreek Hill doing his best Pat Mahomes impression. So I know that here on NAN Sports Talk, we like to have some lighthearted fun. And I know a guy who does a really good impression of Rocky Balboa.
Ayo, Adrian.
Keep going.
You might not know this, but when you were this young, you could fit right here in the palm of my hand.
It's going good?
I can't remember. My memory's not working well tonight. You mama make me happy. Simple Jack.
It's really the end whenever you start yelling and getting into it. That's whenever you can tell he's really hitting it. That's hitting home.
You're better than that. That ain't you.
It's a solid one.
Was that good?
That was pretty good, man.
I feel pretty good about that.
I liked it. That's something
it only took the 10th take.
That's something I wish that I was good at was impressions. I can't.
Yeah, I always wish I was good at impressions too.
Anybody else you can do impressions of?
I don't know. You tell me. Anybody else you can do impressions of? He gets that one.
I didn't like the way that guy sounded.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
I don't think I'd say that. I just think he's more respectful.
Now on iTunes and iHeartRadio. You're listening to 102.5 iHeartRadio.
What? So, you know what Saturday is, right?
For the boys.
Yeah.
What's Saturday?
No, I thought it was a Super Bowl, but that's on Sunday. I mix my days up.
Hey, listen. Sundays are for the Lord, and the Lord wants me to watch football. You're listening to NAN Sports Talk. The Rock.
The Rock. There was whenever I was in Ohio, there was a country station, and it was like, I can't remember. So they have the numbers and then the station code. It's like WZXR or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So the one in Ohio is like, I can't blah 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 WQRX. Like it was so catchy, man.
You know what they used to have 93.3?
Yeah.
FLZ. You always remembered it too because it'd be like, you're now listening to 93 FLZ.
I like how they rhyme. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Another I like
94.1.
So FLZ, was that more rock music or what kind of music did FLZ play?
93.3?
Yeah.
No, it was still pop and top 40.
Was it pop and top 40? Because
it's top 40 now.
So you can kind of tell what kind of things they're going to play on that station, because here they have Max 98.3. Max 98.3. It's really goofy, and then like 98 Rock. It's, you're listening to 98 Rock. Like you can tell that's 98 Rock. It's the way he says it, man. You know that's gonna be some hardcore stuff.
95.7 The Beat.
Now what are they gonna play there?
Ding, ding. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. Oh, baby, gonna... A little bit R&B.
Okay. The Beat.
Yeah, depending on what time you turn it on. If you turn it on at like nighttime, then you're gonna hear like love making music. But if you turn it on in the daytime, grab that bitch by the hair and then I'll beat her ass, beat her.
It was a cold July night.
Oh hell yeah! You know it's a little chillier than usual. It all happened on the top of a Prius. Making me the economically minded man that's happened. I can't wait till people listen this week.
Oh.
Now I really know who listens.
Yeah, exactly. Did
This
you drive
one's
a
aimed
Prius?
at you,
You've never driven
guys.
a Prius.
No, you drove the hoopty.
Who did?
Mom.
Oh, cool. Cold July night.
Oof. Could have been a birthday.
That's a good point. Good job, bro.
Either or, too. Think about it.
Nah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Both of them have birthdays in July. This is really a point of the podcast where all of our international... What the fuck are they talking about?
what is July?
Look at this guy. This guy's drinking a Foster's. He's a fake Australian.
That was a good TikTok.
Let me just put it like this, man. For the listeners out there, I mean, TikTok's fire, bro.
Yo, TikTok
We've
is
had
so
a TikTok. Man, I've been resisting the wrong thing, man. Like,
I would hate on so many people for TikTok, man.
yeah, I was just saying on so many people are going to be like, wow, that's stupid. Why would you download that?
Nah, TikTok's the best thing I've ever downloaded.
Kids, bro. Probably better than Vine.
Low key.
I like TikTok better than Vine.
Low key, I do too. I think it's easier to use. I think it's because with TikTok, it's not the same people over and over again. You're seeing different people. Vine, it was always like
Always the same.
the Jerry Perpedrank.
I don't want to see Lele Pons again.
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
No, I thought you were talking.
I'm tired of her. You look like
Yeah.
you were gonna say something, and then you like
I was burping,
thought
actually. I was burping.
thought of all the times that you fucking spanked that ham to it.
I don't even know who Lele Pons is.
I couldn't even tell you what she looks like. I just
Bro, you think I spanked the ham to TikToks and Vines?
listen, brother. I didn't say TikToks. I just said
Bro, I don't spank the ham to TikToks, right? Don't accuse me of something like that.
premium TikTok.
Now we're talking.
Check out our premium TikTok for NAN Sports Talk.
It's just me and Nolan. Premium TikTok. It's just me and Nolan in a pool full of random things. This week it's butter.
Random.
Last week it was
ham.
The week before that it was cookie
Cheese.
dough. Oh no, cheese was 2 weeks ago. Cookie dough was last week.
Oh.
Don't make that noise again.
I'm so sorry. I was
so
not.
mad.
I really wasn't thinking about it.
That was terrible.
I really hope you edit that out.
That's going to be hard to edit out. It was in the middle of a sentence, but it sounded cool. It was different.
Couldn't you just edit mine out?
You're talking?
Was I talking?
Yes. You're talking and you did. You want to hear what it sounded like on your end?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't that bad. Hang on. Let me...
Go ahead. I don't think you did it right, bro. I think...
Okay.
I don't want...
It sounds like cymbals.
Is that what a symbol is? That thing right there?
It's just two squigglies.
That's not the thing?
Those are symbols.
Those are symbols?
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
Yes.
Boing.
Did you ever see the video of the kid playing in the national anthem? And it was like whenever it's in the... Now you're gonna know I don't know the lyrics to the national anthem.
In the rocket's red glare.
I'm one of those guys who has to sing the national anthem in his head to get to the point that I want to get to. But yeah, in the rocket's red glare. That's whenever they...
I said two if I meant to say proof.
So he goes, in the rocket's red... Okay.
Proof
Hey.
through the night that our blood...
I hate Hennessy podcasts. I hate him.
Oh, say
Okay. I'm not editing this out. This is all you. It's gonna stuck. It's sticking through it.
Let's have a contest. Everybody at home that's listening, record your best Star Spangled Banner.
In the land of the free. Remember, the longer it goes on, the better. So you can... And the home of the brave. But it's a sports podcast, so it's in the home of the Chiefs.
You said Saints?
Chiefs.
Oh, you sound like you said Saints.
Oh, when the Saints.
Go marching in.
Oh, when
and
the
they
Saints
protect
go.
the Catholic
Church.
priests.
Yeah. That's
Listen,
news.
That's some news right there. That's freaking news.
Segue.
It's a segue through the fucking news because we can say fuck again.
We're going to get a letter. iHeartRadio. Hey, guys, you can't say that anymore.
Can't say fuck. Hey, listen, pal, you can't say fuck. Hey, listen. We get it, man. You're making millions. No, we're not. We haven't even made $1 yet.
You haven't?
Oh, shit. What do you think? What do you think viewers at home want to hear? That you're filthy rich and that you're stupid, or do they want to hear that like, hey, you're a good guy, but you really haven't made any money on it? You don't make anything. As a matter of fact, it's a hobby. You just put more money into it than you probably will ever make out of it. What do you think?
Hobby.
What do you think a viewer?
I think viewers
would want to hear that.
Viewers like the fact that it's a hobby just because it means we put more pride into our passion than somebody has to come in and do it every day for a job. Because once it's a job, then you hate it. And you hate your life. Because work sucks.
You know what a job stands for?
Jail. Only better.
Just over broke. Jail. Only better. I think that's the perfect comparison for a job.
Yeah, I mean, essentially.
Like, I mean, think about it. You're in jail because you can't. No, not many people can just up and quit their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just quit your job and be like, oh, well. But so you're basically in jail. You can't just quit jail.
Yeah.
You know.
The only difference between jail and your job is like every weekend is your parole. And then you just go back in on Monday.
Listen, bro, it's like you're like, I don't know. You ever just hate that we were in school too? Like, we never got to experience what it was like just work all day.
All right.
I feel like because we get 2 months vacation, maybe 2 months vacation when we go to work.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, man. You spend like your whole life going on vacation. 2 months. And fucking Publix over here, motherfuckers told me I gotta work there 20 years just to get 4 weeks.
So, what if...
What?
What if you could take those 2 months and spread them out? Would you do that?
Yeah, I'd rather do that, actually.
Yeah. You don't just 2
I'd
months
probably take them. Probably, you know what? I'd probably just take off like last 2 months of football.
Yeah.
Every year. Oh, it's week 18 again. Oh. Week 18 again.
Actually,
so there's 21 weeks in football that matter.
Yeah.
So we need to be able to take off
It's
8 to 10.
It'd be 8 weeks.
8 to 10.
I'd say 8 weeks is fair.
Yeah, 8 weeks is 2 months. We'll call it that. Yeah. So that means you should probably start week 13. Week 13 is the
here's
first
another
week you take
thing.
off.
You have to move the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl can't be before the Super Bowl because that's a wasted week.
That's a wasted week. You're right. Because in that situation, you start off at week 14.
Unless they take the Pro Bowl and they change it to something cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Listen, the Pro Bowl happened. I wanted to.
You cut out?
Segue.
Okay.
All right, so I wanted to watch the Pro Bowl, but it sucked.
Yeah.
Segue. Kobe died that same day.
And we were going to start the Legends of the League that day. And honestly, I felt like that whole day was thrown off by the whole situation.
Yeah, that Legends of the League thing was going to start. And we were going to do our first episode. Do you want to go expose it?
Derek Thomas.
We were going to do our first episode on Derek Thomas and kind of like in honor of the Chiefs making the Super Bowl, you know. We would do our first episode on Derek Thomas. But, you know, we were honestly like kind of wrapped up in the whole fact that, you know, Kobe died, you know. So we were just like in a point where do you really want to talk about something as tragic as Derek Thomas, like guy who like, you know, passed away in 2000s or like 2000, wasn't it?
I think so. 2000
after playing 11 years in the league, you know. And, you know, at the end of the day, like a good amount of time, but it's like, he hadn't even started life yet, man. I feel like life starts. It's crazy. All right, so, you know, so while we're here, let's take a quick 24 second. 24 second? You want to do 24?
Let's do an 8 second.
Do an 8 second. Then we'll do 24s. 24. I'm just kidding. We'll just do 8. All right, hold on. Find my stopwatch. All right, timer. Let's go timer.
Gotcha.
All right.
If you play Creed right now, I'm going to be upset. If you play
You son of a bitch, I'm in. No.
I thought you were about to play with arms wide open. I was about to be furious.
I was going for 24 seconds. I got really close.
What'd you get to?
I got the 22.
Oh, okay.
Yo, give me 2 more seconds.
All right, 2 more.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I got to stay positive. I got to transition out of that. Yeah. We could be like everybody else, and we could all talk about Kobe for like a good few minutes. You know, but I'll be honest. I think we're both sad about this. You know, and I'll speak for both of us. We're both sad. This is something that we both grew up with. You know, now me and Nick aren't the biggest basketball fans in the world.
I don't even like basketball.
Nick doesn't even like basketball. That's sad.
I really don't.
But we both like had.
I understand the hardworking person that it takes to play in a professional setting for almost anybody who is one of the best at their trade, whether it be people like basketball players like Jordan, Kobe, James, or whether it be NFL players like Brady being the best at his
Think about the Brady system.
I mean, yeah. In coaching, Belichick, he's watching film all the time. And like baseball players, you have
on to the draft.
We're on to the draft.
We're on to the draft.
Like you understand the passion and dedication it takes to be into something like that. And that's not even just as a as a fan looking into sports. That's what I respect the most. It's dedication.
Yeah. And I know personally. I mean, he's kind of the guy you talked about in like high school, middle school, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the guy. Because there was a good amount of time where there was no Jordan, and then there was a limited amount of time where there was no LeBron. So, and then there's a point where it's like, okay, who's better, LeBron or Kobe? And Kobe always held the argument just because he had the rings. Yeah. So it's, it's really crazy to think about. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy like a lot of us looked up to but just because of the hard work, the dedication, and everything. So, rest in peace. We're gonna transition now. Try to lighten the mood a little bit.
Let me transition into something that I think is going to be something really good to talk about whenever it
like a sex change.
So
we make the attempt, but it's a little botched.
Hardworking athletes. You ready? Did you hear the reports of the Super Bowl reports that just came out coming up that what happened yesterday?
What does that mean? I'm listening.
So the 49ers last night, Monday night, went out to the club, stayed out until 5 o'clock in the morning. They were caught popping bottles at the club, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, they asked Pat Mahomes what his regimen is going from right now. He goes, well, I go to practice, I go to media, I come back to practice, and then I come to my hotel, and I sit with my offense, and we watch film.
That's what I like.
And then we go to
that.
bed. And they say, well, what do you do between practice and media? Like, are you going out and doing anything? He goes, I'm watching film between practice and media. I come back to my hotel room. I'm watching film. Like, they didn't party at all. And Travis Kelce said himself, you have to fight for your right to party. And it seems like that's exactly what they're doing. He said that's the one thing he's learned. This man is studying film all night. There's no parties going on in Miami. Nothing.
All right, I want your prediction. But before today, before hearing that, what do you think the game results was going to be? Let's just go with that right there. What would be your prediction before hearing that?
Before hearing that, my prediction would have been like kind of a closer game. I think that the 49ers defense with their defensive line is better than the Chiefs' offensive line. They have 4 first-round picks on the defensive line. DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa. Like, those are 2 big names right there. Yeah. D Ford was a first-round pick. That's another guy. Like, that defensive line is ridiculous. But, like, I think that it's showing that Pat Mahomes kind of wants it a little more than what it seems to be. And I don't think I still think it's going to be a close game, but I do think Kansas City is going to be better well prepared if it does come down to at the end. Like, if something, like, they see a formation that they studied film all week, they know this formation or something like that,
here's the reality of it. And, that right there tells me, like, let me put it like this. Alshon Jeffrey had an interview a couple of years ago when they won the Super Bowl in Philly. And he said straight up, they're like, what do you feel? How do you feel about the atmosphere and so on and so forth? This is Super Bowl week. And he was like, man, I wish we would have just stayed in fucking Philadelphia, man. This is bullshit. Like, this is stupid. All these festivities and everything. We got a fucking game to win. Da, 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 da. And you know what? I think about that, and I think, when you have that much focus, that's why the Eagles ended up beating the Patriots. Because they were just so focused in that week, but they really played on that underdog card. Like, they saw themselves like, we're the worst team that's supposed to be here right now. Everybody hates us. Everybody thinks that we fucking suck and shit. And the next thing you know, they go in there and just bust ass.
Exactly.
And Nick Foles looks great. The defense is, playing so-so. But Alshon Jeffrey is dogging that fucking second string corner. Can I be real?
Yeah.
I don't think it makes a fucking difference if Malcolm Butler, because Malcolm Butler got ate the fuck up against Seattle. Like, that motherfucker was good just because he got one interception. Fuck that, bro. Malcolm Butler got ate the fuck up. He would have got ate the fuck up by the Eagles too. That's coming from a Cowboys fan too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just want to turn up on that a little.
Yeah, 100%.
My bad.
I agree.
Where the fuck is he this year? Where the fuck is he this year? IR? Fuck you and your fucking bitchy little tendons. I'm just fine. I don't know if he's on IR or not.
So I'm gonna be spitting out some NFL news here to you. I'm just gonna rapid fire all this stuff at
Go
you
ahead.
and some things that people are saying and stuff like that. So Trent Dilfer, Chiefs are an average team. Shanahan will score over 50 points. Okay.
Oh, Trent Dilfer, that motherfucker. Well, listen, let me be real. The Chiefs are not an average team. Somebody fucking lied to you.
He said the Chiefs. He said the Texans were going to do the same thing to Kansas City. They were going to put up 50 on them.
Nah, bro. Listen, here's the reality of it. The Chiefs are fucking fire.
Mm-hmm.
But they are definitely the David against the Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
The San Francisco 49ers are the best fucking team in years.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen a team this good in years. I would take the San Francisco 49ers team right now over damn near any other team in the past, like, 2. I take them over, I take them over the Rams. I take them the Patriots last year, so on and so forth, because this team is bad. But I like the Chiefs. I like what the Chiefs are doing. The Chiefs got an underdog squad. The Chiefs got one of the best offenses around. Pat Mahomes is beautiful when it comes to holding it down in that fourth quarter. The Chiefs' defense is really good at adjusting. I don't think that the 49ers offense is good enough to really cover for like the defense. Because the defense and the offense for the Chiefs, that's going to be where the battle.
Yeah.
But I don't think the 49ers offense is good enough to keep up with the Chiefs for all 4 quarters, especially if the Chiefs come out and score on the first. The Chiefs have yet to really do that in this postseason. And that's like kind of like the truth, right? Like for example, when they came out and played the Texans, they were down 24-0 all the way up until like the last like 10 minutes of halftime, second quarter, 8 minutes or 4 minutes. I don't even remember. 24-0 up until that point, though. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, they turned it up and put up over 50. Same thing when they played the Titans. They didn't really drive or 2.
Yeah.
The Titans are sitting there winning. Next thing you know, boom, Chiefs turn it around. Same thing. If the Chiefs come out and play a full game, you are in for it. And if defense shows up and their focus this week, that's going to be a scary Chiefs team.
More news. Texans
Kansas City. Hold up, Kansas City. Nah, I'm gonna hit you with it later. I'm gonna hold off. You better listen to the end.
Texans name Bill O'Brien the general manager.
What a stupid move that is, right? Like, I thought you were gonna fire him soon, but
Bill O'Brien has somehow convinced the entire ownership that he is Bill Belichick.
Wow.
Most people get fired if you blow 24 points in the first quarter of the playoffs. Not this guy. He gets promoted. This guy gets it.
This guy got a promotion.
Imagine that.
Imagine it. It happened.
If you're Deshaun Watson, do you request a trade?
No, of course not, bro. Deshaun Watson, that's Houston.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go to? The Patriots?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I feel nah, but if I'm Deshaun Watson, man, Houston's got a good atmosphere, and if you win a Super Bowl,
you're a hero.
You are a fucking hero.
Yeah, 100%.
The first Super Bowl. Imagine go into a team and you win the first Super Bowl ever. Like, if I were to ever win a Super Bowl, I want to do it for the Browns, or I want to do it in Detroit.
Or the Jags. I'd like to win one for the Jags.
Bro. Detroit. Detroit's been around for how many Super Bowls?
50. This is the 54th?
54 Super Bowls. No Super Bowls. They've been around for all 50. They're the only and a half.
Yeah.
They haven't won a single Super Bowl. Imagine you win that Super Bowl. The Eagles were around for a bit. But they weren't no 54.
Now, another thing. So, you got a team like that where you haven't won one ever. Or you got a team like Kansas City. Because I'm sure, like, even in the dark times, I don't think the Lions ticket sales were as good as the Chiefs ticket sales in the dark times. Like 0-16 or 2-14 season, who do you think had better ticket sales?
Um,
I'm gonna look that up.
14?
I'm gonna look that up. 0-16 season for the.
Listen, bro. If you make the Lions go, people are gonna show up for those games.
Yeah.
If you make the playoffs, you make it past the first round, people are gonna show up for those games. If you make it to the NFC Champion and win it, all that crime is going to surround whatever. I'm just playing. Nah, but for real though, Detroit's going to riot. Like, if I were to say like I wanted to be a part of a fan base that won a Super Bowl, it would have to be Detroit, Cleveland, or the Eagles when they won. Because when the Eagles won, I knew so many people from Philadelphia went just to be there to tailgate after the Eagles won. Like, imagine that. Like, right now, you take a flight to Kansas City, not knowing what ready.
That'd be awesome. That'd be such a good time.
Just being ready, bro. You got a strip of barbecue restaurants, and they just go, man.
I did have a buddy on the sports page that we're in, that me and you are both in. He
yeah, it's called NAN Sports Talk.
maybe the other one, but he flew up to Philly after they won the Super Bowl. He just said, "Yeah, I'm flying to Philly next week." Flew up there after they won and just partied with him for like 3 or 4 days.
Makes sense.
So. So I found the ticket sales for the season for the Lions. Now this is kind of surprising me. What? The Chiefs had Peyton Hillis once. No kidding.
Peyton Hillis?
Yeah, Chiefs had Peyton Hillis.
And then he went to the Bucks, right?
Think so, yeah.
Damn, son.
I didn't know he came as like a backup. He was like the 5th running back, fullback.
Yeah, you know what though? Peyton Hillis really fell off after Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure.
He was literally like a one and done. This man had one amazing season. Got the cover of Madden. Curse hit him so hard, he lost his whole career.
Bro, I'm about to hit you with something crazy. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So 0-16 season compared to a 2-14 season. You ready?
Yeah.
So this is Falcons at Kansas City, 71,000 compared to Lions. Sorry, that's the wrong game. Compared to the Lions, whenever they played the Falcons. Okay, they played the Packers in week 2 at home. So it's 71,000 compared to 60,000. So you're starting off the season basically selling out the stadium, right? So let's do the final home game at the season at the stadium, right?
Okay.
So 71, it's definitely going to go down. So Lions' final home game, 49. So it went from 60 to 49. So you lose 11,000 fans, which...
That's not that bad, actually.
Not bad, man. 12,000.
Considering they suck. All right, go ahead. Drop the Chiefs.
Chiefs lost 6,000 fans. Those are both very loyal fan bases. They dropped to 63,000.
To the Cowboys.
You want to see the Cowboys? When was the Cowboys' worst season? Lately, what do you think?
I don't know. Last year?
Let's find out.
Or not last year. This year?
Stop making that noise, bro.
I didn't mean to. It popped its own.
So their last season in recent history was 2010. They went 6-10. Okay?
Oh, that's not that bad. Go ahead.
Well, that's their worst season. So Cowboys. You ready?
Yeah, talk to me, Poppy.
So that's preseason games. Those don't matter. At Dallas versus the Bears, 85,000.
That's the first one?
Yeah. Their last one at Dallas, 86,000.
Damn, we lost like 2,000 fans?
Yeah. But then you go, and then they're, you gained 1,000 fans. It was 85,000. You gained 1,000 fans after that. You guys stuck 85, 93 whenever you played the Saints. 81.
That's wild, man.
Yeah,
damn.
You kept over 80,000 fans.
Look up 1989. Look at that one.
I don't know if they would have those stats like that. That's kind of interesting stuff.
That is pretty interesting. Interesting.
No, they don't have anything like that. They just have
in NCAA, I got 40.
You got 44 now?
44. Started off at like 9.
Now, to finish off this whole argument, let's check another thing. You're going to like this one. So let me pull up this team here. And let me find it. So let's go with the team who just recently had a bad season last year. The San Francisco 49ers.
Oh. Go ahead.
Curious now, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious.
So
see where all these fans have been.
Let's see what happened that year. This is hard. This is hard to find this team. Now let's see if this will pull up the season. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So last year they went. Let me find it. 4-12. Okay.
4-12.
4-12.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. That sounds like them.
So they started out with 70,000 fans, right?
Killing it.
They came out and played Kansas City, 76,000 fans. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Fans
Killing
travel.
Next game.
You go to LA and you play in front of 25,000 fans.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Chargers, man, it's rough.
They went and played in front of 25,000 fans.
25,000 fans.
That's rough. How did we ever watch the Chargers game on?
I don't know. See, the game attendance was 70,000. I feel like these numbers are puffed. This makes no sense to me.
San Fran's such a popular area.
Yeah, but do you remember how they kept showing pictures of empty stadiums last year?
That was L.A.
Was it L.A.?
That was L.A.
Ah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
They were like, L.A.'s a good market. But no, it's not.
It's a terrible market.
To live and die. It would have been fine for one team. If you had one good team, it would have been fine.
Because you had the L.A. Chargers, the L.A. Rams.
Just the L.A. Rams. That would have been fine. L.A. Chargers, that was stupid.
Keep Chargers in San Diego is what should have happened.
Yeah, why did they move to L.A.? They just wanted a bigger...
They did. I think because L.A. originally was the L.A. Chargers, I think.
Well, it was the L.A. Rams for the longest time.
Yeah,
Up
makes no
until they
sense.
moved to St.
I don't
Louis.
know why.
Did you hear why they moved from St. Louis?
Moved to L.A. from St. Louis?
Yeah.
I think...
Was that what Kevin... Was Kevin that said that?
No, I don't think so. I think the reason they moved was just because of like
apparently
conflict with the stadium.
Yeah, because apparently St. Louis's stadium, like, it's just a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
I feel like Kevin said that, and maybe I'm just forgetting. But
Could have.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, L.A. playing in 25,000. 25,000. 25,000.
The Chargers were good last year. That's what's crazy.
Oh, here's 84,000, but they played in London.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
25,000, 25,000, 25,000, 25, That's crazy.
Damn.
There was a Chiefs game whenever Chiefs played the Chargers. I think it might have been the opening game of that season. Yep, it was. And this was Pat Mahomes' first start as his first full season start. And the whole crowd was red in this. It was like 25,000 fans, and all of them were Chiefs fans. It's stupid. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the LA stuff.
Just
I want to say that whatchamacallit was the same way though.
Who?
The Rams were like that for a little bit too, up until they made the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think so.
Imagine like going out, like, because I remember, my last year in high school. We weren't like the greatest team in the world, but we would still have like packed out games. Like when we played winter, our game was like sold out or some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they had like people like damn near on the track, and it was crazy. But you know what? Like when I went to college, my first game in college, I looked around and I was like, we might as well be playing on a fucking farm right now. Because it was just like there was nobody there. Mm. But then what happened was then we got on ESPN because of our game against Delta State, Valdosta State. Yeah, it was Valdosta State when they just shit on us. Mm. Yeah, and then we got them when everybody showed up.
So here's more news.
ESPN.
Here's more news for you. You ready?
Yeah, give me that.
Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharps. Skip Bayless said, I'm sick of these Chiefs fans. I'm sick of the Chiefs. I'm sick of hearing about them. You hear what Tyrann Mathieu said?
Skip! Come on, Skip!
He tweeted him back. He said,
oh, shit.
Shut up, bitch. That's what Tyrann Mathieu tweeted at Skip Bayless.
I wonder if you asked somebody about that first. Like, don't you run that by your social media advisor?
Hey, what do you think I should say this? Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, Laura, team social media. Should I tell Skip Bayless to shut up, bitch?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it would be cool. All right, cool. Thank you.
I love it. I love his attitude. I love his whole reaction to the whole thing. Now,
Skip! What'd Shannon Sharp say?
Shannon Sharp said, Chiefs are getting a little too cocky ahead of the Super Bowl. Because Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator, said every play is designed to score a touchdown.
Damn.
Which I don't know why that's cocky because, I mean, that's your goal is to score a touchdown every time you touch the ball. Yeah,
that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are upset about that. But when you're being seen as less smart than Shannon Sharp, you should probably rethink your life.
Wild,
man. Wild,
thing.
Wild. But I'm loving it.
Hey, so I don't think we ever went over the details. Saints.
Oh, so yeah, they you can handle this one.
Yeah, so apparently they've been helping church some pedophiles. Some of the pedophiles. Now, I didn't get into reading it or whatever, but I was just why though? So I can only imagine if you like research a little bit, because I don't really care about researching this. I'm gonna be honest. I just read it. I was not a Saints fan, so it doesn't really affect me. But I assume ownership probably has some ties to the Catholic Church.
Well, here it says the Saints denied all ties that have to do with the Catholic Church in regards to pedophilia. But there was a New Orleans Boy Scout pedophilia ring with over 230 kids in New Orleans in 2018.
A Boy Scout pedophilia ring?
Yeah. Which that's...
like they was just grabbing Boy Scouts?
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, why not just make a little camp for them?
That is what Boy Scouts are. It's 100%. That's some thinking you got there.
Using my noggin.
No. Super Bowl week's the hardest thing to make news for, Pat Mahomes, they told him that they might not do an extension this offseason. They might wait till next year. But I think there's the rumor about a separate quarterback cap that the NFL is thinking about moving on to. So I think that might affect it maybe. I don't know.
Well, they're going to raise the cap this year.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But you know what, though? A set quarterback cap.
Not a set cap. Not like a set... It's just a separate quarterback cap. Which I don't know how that would work because...
But a set quarterback cap.
Yeah.
So basically, quarterback would only be able to make a certain amount of money.
I think it'd be interesting if you put a certain percentage of your cap on it. So say this offseason you have $75 million in cap space, right? You just, I'm delegating 20% of that to my quarterback, $14 million, right?
Yeah. I really just think about it, and up until recently, defensive backs weren't really paid that well.
Yeah.
The agent for Derwin James, Jalen Ramsey, a lot of those guys. I think his name is now. Sorry if I mess up your name, bro, but it's David Mogeta.
Okay.
Mogeta, something like that. I think it is. Mojita, I fucking find out. Again, sorry. But they have the effect, the David M effect, I'll call it that. And basically, he gets defensive backs paid.
Yeah.
Like, he got Derwin James paid. He got Jalen, or he's going to get Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like a big deal with going into this offseason with Jalen Ramsey and a few other, candidates. So it should be really interesting. Like, if you go look into that, you'll see that. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because you never know when the next player is going to get theirs. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, back in like 2008 or so, we had Albert Hainsworth. Albert Hainsworth was a beast and came in and made like $100 million or $90 million tackle. And it was a big deal because that's quarterback money, and you just gave it to a defensive tackle. So my man left Tennessee, went to Washington, and picked up that contract. Now, I go off of a topic a little bit right here. But one of my favorite things when Albert Hainsworth was in Washington, my man said, "It's ridiculous. They got me out here working like a slave." Broski, man, you got a $90 million contract. Slaves ain't get a $90 million.
I remember we talked about that the other day.
Think about that, bro.
That's
like
crazy.
A 90, like I don't even know that shit could have been $66 million, and I still, bro, it's crazy, crazy. Hold on, bro. Now I gotta know. Did you know Toby is a Scranton Strangler?
So
I had a tab pulled up. I think that's what's funny about it.
While you're looking it up.
Yeah, bro. Albert Hainsworth signed a 7-year, $100 million contract with the Washington Redskins in February 2009.
How much guaranteed?
Oh, that's a good one. But played less than 2 full seasons with.
That's the Antonio Brown, man.
Yeah. Let's see. It's the worst free agent signing. Let's see. I want to know. Where do you see that contract? What if that motherfucker's still getting paid?
Calm down.
That'd be hilarious. Who is it? Bobby who? Bonilla?
Bonilla, yeah.
Bonilla. Yeah. Guaranteed. Let me look up guaranteed. You know, bro, honestly, this week, because this is totally like the deal was expected to pay Albert Hainsworth $32 million in the first 13 months, included $41 million guaranteed, and could have reached $115 million if all incentives were met.
Oh,
bro, imagine if that man would have met all those incentives.
Oh,
In rush.
So,
$41 million pretty much guaranteed.
The last bit of news that I have. Are you ready for this?
Talk to me, Bobby.
Kareem Hunt.
Smoking that marijuana.
What's going on with this man, bro? So he got stopped in a traffic stop. They had a conversation in the squad car. The officer tells Kareem Hunt, I'm, quote, one of the hugest Brown fans. Then he criticized Kareem Hunt for putting him in the situation that he was put in. You had a good second part of the year. You don't want to screw that up over some weed, Kareem.
That's true.
Two goes back and forth over who he belonged to. Finally, Kareem Hunt said, I would fail an NFL drug test. Yes, sir. It is the off season. Sorry, I was having a good time. Officer scolded Kareem Hunt for pissing on his second chance in the NFL, then brought up Ray Rice. Look at the Ravens. What happened to him? Ray Rice? I mean, dude, I'm shocked that you got a second chance.
Yo, I'm going to be honest right now.
What?
I think you can beat this case as Kareem Hunt just because the officers are going into all other bullshit.
The officers are grinding on this man. Hunt started crying, and at one point started, he lamented not being able to play for his former Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
My man started crying?
Yeah.
Dude.
It hurts my soul. You don't even understand. It hurts me to this day. Ultimately, the cops took the weed and let Kareem off with a speeding ticket.
Damn. Where was this at? Where did he get arrested?
Ohio? Bro, that's that Ohio cops. I told you, man. They pull you over there. You're a Buckeye. Why didn't you just call us? We'd give you a ride home.
Damn, son, that's wild.
Yeah.
What happens if you're an Indian and you win the World Series?
Oh, they carry you on their backs over to the next place. They don't care.
That's probably why they'll probably let LeBron James.
Yeah.
I mean, the man brought you a championship. Did he bring two to Cleveland or just one?
I think just one.
Just one, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
That man brought you a championship.
Here's I think a good perspective. I don't care if people use marijuana personally. Now, if I knew it was illegal by my job, and they said, well, you have millions of dollars here, Albert Hainsworth style contract, $40 million guaranteed with $90 million on the line. Yeah, I don't think I would smoke it ever.
Who said that?
That's my thoughts on it.
Oh, I thought you were quoting somebody.
No, that's my thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to quote somebody, and then you said that was Josh Gordon. I mean, honestly though, to think about it, I don't know. There's two ways I'd probably go about it. Number one, Calvin Johnson.
Man said he smoked every day.
Smoked every single day.
Like I said.
So my question is what did he do different? Did Detroit just not test him? Did he do the gelatin?
Gelatin.
Yeah. I heard the gelatin. Heard that works. Wouldn't know, though. I mean, imagine, getting called in for a drug test, and you're like, oh, shit, man. And then you pull out a packet of gelatin, and you're like, let me drink some water real quick. And, you're doing it right in front of them, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And then you go to pee, and it just comes out all goopy. Put gelatin in your...
Like some thick water.
Like thick water, and all of a sudden you just, you got gelatin coming out of your penis.
Yeah.
Speaking of penis, no, I'm just kidding.
But for real, I hope Kareem Hunt gets his help that he wants. I guess maybe once.
It's a weird situation, man. Because the problem is too it's also that it's not like this is a performance enhancing drug.
Yeah.
We're not talking about
with the marijuana. I'm just saying he seems to have a little bit more emotionally deep dug in there. He started crying. He's like, I've been dealing with some stuff this year. Like, unless he's just faking it all for the cop, I don't know, man.
Did they got footage?
Yeah.
Did they release footage?
Yeah, they have dash cam footage from it and everything.
Oh, just dash cam, not body cam.
No, I think just dash cam.
Because body cam, and you see him crying. Bro, that would be wild.
Yeah, it looks like it's just body cam.
Just body cam?
I mean dash cam, just dash cam. But it's clear dash cam footage, man. That's pretty clear stuff. There's an open bottle of vodka too. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're alright.
Totally should have muted that. Was that bad?
No, it wasn't that bad. You put your face away from it.
Cool.
But yeah.
Next, I'm just going to sneeze right in the fucking mic. Thank you! You know, but I mean, honestly, though, like, I mean, it's wild to think about. Because my thing is things. He probably needs to find himself a little bit. But the other thing is, too, is that the NFL rules are just outdated.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, a lot of these places it's already legal. You know, like you can go walk into Seattle and literally just go down to the store and buy weed.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy weed on your way to buy toilet paper. You know, you can go buy weed with a scratch off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like it's hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
Like good steroids, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I got thrown off a little bit because I farted. You know, it's not like any. Like a little bobcat. I was wondering if you heard it.
Sex Panther.
90%
of the work of 90% of the time, it works every time. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But yeah.
Yeah, Sex Panther. This podcast is brought to you by Sex Panther. The Bone.
The Bone. So, yeah, I think I'm out of news.
You're talking to Boss Hog Radio. Less rap and no crap. Less rap, no rap.
Got any more little news articles?
Let's talk about the XFL for a minute.
Okay.
So we've gone over a couple teams so far. The stupid name called the Roughnecks, which we both agree is stupid. All right, so we did the DC Defenders, we did the Roughnecks, we did the Guardians, right? The Renegades. Now we got the Vipers, right? Let's talk about three notable players. Number one, Vinny Testaverde Jr. This is the son
It's true.
of Vinny Testaverde Sr. Back in Tampa, baby. Let's go.
Next,
All right.
Aaron Murray, baby.
Aaron Murray, baby. Former Georgia quarterback. Heisman potential.
That's
Let's
one
go.
I'm most excited for. And then Quentin Flowers, running back from
Quentin Flowers.
the ACC, South Florida.
Former quarterback from South Florida Bulls.
Yeah.
Now it's coming in as a running back. Very interesting.
I like it.
Let's talk about the St. Louis Battlehawks, too. My favorite, Christine Michael. Christine Michael's a former Cowboy, also a former Seattle Seahawk. You may know because he is deaf.
Is that the deaf
Yeah.
one?
That's the deaf guy, my dude. Yeah, that's the deaf dude. That's the
No
guy
kidding.
who needed a special eardrum or something.
I'm so excited for that. I like him.
Yeah, so he's a fire running back.
Awesome.
Matt Jones, drafted by Redskins. Pretty sure he played for Florida, but I don't know if I'm right on.
I think so.
Let's see. Do we have a Florida Gator? He's a Florida.
And Matt Hill, who played with the Giants and the Ravens, he had 4 picks in his career. 2 of them were pick sixes.
Will Hill.
Will Hill.
Yeah, Will Hill.
And the
That's
XFL
not Matt
starts
Hill.
next Sunday, right?
Next Sunday, baby. Well, actually, we've only covered. We have
What?
Seattle Dragons, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only team. We did uneven some weeks somehow.
Go for it, man.
Keenan Reynolds going to be starting QB from rushed for about 88 touchdowns. Crazy FCS, baby. Sterling Moore, safety, 7-year career in the NFL. Moore started. Got a little bit of potential there. And Jason Morrow, taken in the second round by the Jets. 38 balls. His rookie year.
100%.
Oh my God, we're back at it again. Yeah, it's crazy. So listen.
So Saturday, February 8th, Seattle plays DC. LA plays Houston. Tampa Bay plays New York. And St. Louis plays Dallas.
Let's go.
I'm most excited for Seattle at DC and Tampa versus New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really excited for all the games.
That's the most exciting games that week, though.
Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, Tampa versus New York.
No, I said Seattle at DC.
Yeah, you said Seattle, DC?
Yeah, I like Seattle and DC. I like both those teams. And I like Tampa and New York. I like those two teams as well.
Yeah, I like those two as well.
Like
Who's it?
Those are the teams I'll be following the most. Tampa, just because it's the home team. Seattle, I like the backup quarterback if they still have him there. DC, Cardale Jones, baby.
Oh, baby. You know, I don't know, man. There's a lot of guys that are going to be interested. Like St. Louis Battlehawks, they also... He was the linebacker. Can't think of his name right now, and I'm hating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Battlehawks, you said?
Yeah, the St. Louis Battlehawks, bro. Their linebacker's beast. He was killing it. He was killing it. O.J. Simpson, he was killing it. Now I'm looking him up. Can't find him. As soon as I find him, I'll tell you. I turned to my Instagram.
What position did he play?
Middle linebacker. Or outside linebacker.
Okay.
He was killing it at, bro. He was like the team cat.
Roderick Hoskins?
No, not him. That's not him, bro. That's not the guy.
I'm looking for you.
That's not the guy, bro.
Matthew Thomas?
That's not the guy, bro.
Then the only other guy it can be is Steve Buharnias.
Yo, what?
Those are the only 3 linebackers on the team.
That don't make no sense. Terrence Garvin. Yo, don't tell me Terrence Garvin got cut. That would be shocking.
Oh, I see his name now. It didn't pop up before. Yeah,
That
Terrence
was
Garvin. Yeah.
Terrence Garvin was a monster at Orlando. I was totally hoping he'd get picked.
It looks here that Sean Oakman still is on a roster.
Where's Sean Oakman at?
L.A.
Nah. Sean Oakman got cut by...
See, this is an updated roster, it says, and he's on the Wildcats.
How updated are we talking about here?
16 hours ago, it said. Allegedly.
Stop. No way. Well, hold on. Let's click new. Oh, expected to rejoin the line.
Yeah, he's in.
Holy smokes.
Hey, I told you, man.
Yo, that's wild, G.
But, got anything else for news?
Hold up. On Friday, January 24th, Brady Rising came out of Los Angeles. According to Connor Folk of the XFL News Hub, Sean Oakman will be on the Wildcats' 52-man roster come Monday the 27th when it is announced.
Yeah.
Oakman was drafted by the Wildcats and was cut in a surprising move during minicamp. It seemed the cut was due to a locker room issue as Coach Winston Moss told the XFL. The Wildcats are all supporting each other and winning a championship. We made a collective joint decision. It was best to move on. Mm-hmm. Damn, son. So let's see. That's crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy. I'm pretty excited now, man, because I was...
Yeah.
I don't really have any more news. And I'll be honest, I mean, we're not radio, obviously.
Yeah.
But NAN Sports Talk, baby, we're now associated with RTF Sports Media. What is RTF? RTF means Raise the Flag Sports Media. The Bone.
The Bone. So, Super
Time
Bowl
to play
Sunday.
the game. Yeah. So, Super Bowl Sunday.
Who you got?
Listen, man, I got the Kansas City Chiefs, and I got them taking it away on a last-second touchdown.
What's the score?
35-28.
Okay. I like that. So,
Yeah.
I think Kansas City's going to win this one.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win 42-17.
Oh. You just said earlier you didn't think they were going to beat them that.
Yeah, but they're partying out there.
Yeah.
So go ahead, check us out, iHeartRadio, iTunes, NAN Sports Talk, iHeartRadio,
Facebook,
The Bone,
Twitter,
The Bone,
My Bone,
Hambone.
Hambone.
And make sure you check out our premium TikTok.
Our premium TikTok, our Instagram, our Libsyn, Liberated Syndication, baby. And that's your boy, Nolan and Nick, with Nick and Nolan Sports Talk. Thank you for joining us to a beautiful NFL season. Thank you for coming back with us on year 2, despite taking the hiatus in year 1. We love our fans, especially the international ones and the regular national ones. Go home, tell your friends, share the podcast.